Behind the Vibes. I am your host, Angela, and we have a phenomenal show. And this show tonight, we are going to be popping bottles because we are celebrating. Yes, we are. We are celebrating tonight. But you guys know I can't do my show without my crew. So without further ado, let me welcome in my beautiful, talented producer, Miss Betty Vibez. Hey, Betty.
Hey.
Hello, darling. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good, honey. Are you ready for the show tonight?
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm ready to.
I am so ready.
I'm so ready, girl. Me too. But we cannot do the show without the talented and the beautiful Miss Jacinth Hedlund in the building. How you loving?
How you loving?
I'm loving good, girl. I'm loving good. How you doing, Bill?
I am amazing. How are you?
I am amazing because tonight we celebrating you.
Got my glass.
Look, girl, I'm about to pop this bottle. If you guys do not know, this is the 1-year anniversary of the Love After. So we are celebrating Jacinth tonight on the show, you guys. Yes, girl, congratulations. Your baby is 1. And we cannot do this show without some hope. So let's welcome in Mac, our neighborhood hope dealer. Hey, Mac.
What's going on? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, y'all. Do y'all realize that this is the close of our first month back?
Yeah.
I mean, like, seriously, like, our show has been on for 1 month today. So we are officially
our first month.
Yes. I'm so right.
Round of applause.
And tonight we have a very special guest. Like I said, we're going to be celebrating Jacinth and her 1-year anniversary with the Love After. We have a great guest who is a mother, a wife, a comedian, a very funny comedian, an actress, and so many things. Miss Theresa will be on the show tonight. But before we kick all that off, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with what? Behind the Vibes.
So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
I love it. Yay, you guys, welcome back. And Theresa, when you get on here, girl, I have never seen that commercial. But I love it because I'm like, is she about to go downhill? But that was cute. You went right to the bar, the place that we all need to go after this show. So we are going to get our show started. Let's bring in our neighborhood hope dealer, Mac. Mac, come on in, honey. Tell me what's been going on in our neighborhood.
Well, I mean, I actually wanted to talk briefly about this incident that occurred this weekend. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah. So basically, there was an incident that occurred in Chinatown this past weekend in New York City where a 35-year-old Asian American woman by the name of Christina Yuna Lee, she was followed home Saturday night and stabbed to death. The police actually came to the apartment and found the suspect or the man hiding under her bed bloody. This issue actually raises a lot of concerns politically in New York City landscape because, for one, the new bail reform laws are being scrutinized because the guy, he's basically arrested 8 times since May 2021. And if you're not aware, like, the new bail reforms were implemented because too many low-income people of color who did low-level offenses were left in jail to rot because they didn't have funds. So a perfect example of that was the Khalif Browder case.
Right.
There's on the other side, you have people who are basically saying that the mental health system in the city or across the country is broken, and that we need to do more investment into the community into community-based programming like mental health services, homeless services, because the man who was homeless, he had mental health issues. There's also a side that's saying that we need to focus on, like the increase in Asian hate crimes because of the increase since the pandemic. So I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention to see, like, what do you guys think we need to do as a community to be safer? Because as a father, as a man with loved ones, is kind I'm already paranoid. So to think that I have to worry about my child or my loved ones going home safe at night, is horrific. So I'll throw it back at you guys to see, like, what do you guys think we need to do to be safer as a community?
Jacinth, Betty? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Jacinth.
No, just saying I'm unmuted.
Oh. No, I'm saying, did you? No, girl, I said, did you want to comment on what Mac was saying?
It's definitely scary because I'm in my 30s, she's in her 30s, and I believe the guy that stabbed her 40 times in her stomach was 25 and had multiple cases where he's not all the way right upstairs, right? If I'm not mistaken.
He suffered from mental illness. And
so it's like she was in her safe haven. Like, she's home. It's not like she was out at the bar being reckless. So it's like there's nowhere safer to be but home. So It's like you're not even safe in your own home. I don't know what else she could have done differently. And I'm like, it sounds is it personal? Maybe they probably had some kind of encounter before. Like, for him to just follow her into her home and stab her, not knowing, like, what if she has somebody home? What if there's a dog? What if there's someone else in her house? Like, it sounds like he probably just cuckoo. He is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff, but I'm like, does he know her or know of her or been watching her for a while? It's extreme.
I just think that, well, you know what? When someone is homeless and has no place to go, you never know who's watching you, when and where. And if he saw her come out of her apartment or her home and he knew where she actually lived and watched her movements, then sometimes I think when people get desperate enough, they'll do anything, especially for self-preservation. So, but mental illness in this country is a very real thing, and it's very sad that we don't have the mental ill services, but we keep getting more and more guns, but less and less doctors. And I really feel like if we invested a large amount and took it seriously to actually help these people out, things like this would not happen, or not as often, because things happen, but it doesn't have to happen so often. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Betty?
I think that is a huge reason why so many people are pushing so hard for universal health care.
Absolutely.
That would provide people like this man who harmed this woman with the help that they need, instead of them being put out on the street and having absolutely no way of receiving that kind of help. And even if they do get it, it's a temporary fix. It's a Band-Aid. It's not something that they'll be able to get continuous care for because they can't afford the prescriptions.
Well, first of all, if you don't have an address, there's no one, there's nowhere to bill it to.
And in a lot of places, if you don't have an address, they won't let you get health care. If you can't provide an address, then you can't get health care. And it's not just that. I think, like, women in today's society often say, well, in today's society, we all have to watch our backs. But it's not today's society. It is known that women as a whole, for as far back as you can imagine, have always had to watch our backs. You know, we've always had to watch the dark corners. I mean, I'm sure there were, like, cave women, you know, like,
right,
wiggling their heads and watching this, you know, the cave walls. I mean, it goes back as far as time and as far as humanity is concerned. And I think that women, knowing that, I mean, history continuously repeats itself when it comes to us. So I think that us protecting ourselves and learning self-defense, or, having a gun and knowing how to use it and being
knowing how to use it. Absolutely.
I think that us educating ourselves on how to protect ourselves is absolutely paramount right now.
Absolutely.
And until there's more reform. There's more reform. I mean, because we seem to always be on the receiving end of what happens when mental health care is unavailable. Domestic violence, children with special needs, things like that, we get the brunt of it.
Absolutely. Well, Mac, you know what? Let's follow this story and let's see, what happens going forward.
Yeah, and I totally agree with what everyone is saying. I feel like there definitely needs to be an investment in the community. There's no reason why we have police officers with RoboCop dogs when we have nurses wearing garbage bags during a pandemic. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, we're investing in the wrong places, it seems like.
Absolutely.
So I totally agree with what everyone is saying.
Absolutely. There has to be an investment in community. The community needs to be invested in. And with those investment would come protection. So yeah, the community needs to be invested in. Absolutely. I totally agree with you guys. Awesome. Bobby, can we get a time check? I can't even see my little clock. I think we have like 1 more minute. So like 30 seconds. Anybody have any last comments on this topic before we go to commercial break?
Reach out to your local government and talk to people about, what's available for mental health services. Do something in your community to help make sure that things like this don't happen in your community.
Absolutely.
Vote.
Absolutely.
Vote locally.
Vote locally is indeed.
Right. Go
it's
vote.
Safe to say also women be more watchful, be more aware, be more discerning. And also, we got to start taking self-defense classes.
I was about to say, y'all need to learn and go get your gun license. Don't be afraid of guns. Educate yourself.
Because, like, for him to be following her in her building,
right,
and up the stairs and through her door, is like, was she not being aware? Was her headphones too loud?
How about this? Let's all get off this.
Here doing this on Instagram all day. We have to be more aware, because for him to find his way in her apartment, she was not aware of her surroundings at all.
All right. Well, Matt, keep us updated on this case. And thank you guys. And when we come back, we are going to get into it with our guests. So we'll be right back on Behind the Vibes. Talking to my Insta friends. That's what happens when you're trying to do multiple things at multiple times. So, all right, you guys, we're going to get ready to dive into our interview. And I am so excited because I met this beautiful woman actually at an event. And while we were at an event, we got to talking and just had the best vibe going, and ended up that she was a big QVC fan, and we've just been hitting it off ever since then. She is a wife, she is a mother, she is a hilarious comedian, she's an actress, she's a writer, she is a host. I was on her show last year, and now she's back on my show. Welcome in my beautiful friend, Miss Theresa.
Hey, girl, I'm going to love tonight.
You're rocking the love. I actually got a custom-made shirt. One of my look at that. One of my companies sent me this shirt. I got my first piece of merch. Like, you see that?
I love it. I'm loving it.
I got my first piece of merch for the show. So you guys know I had to
Well,
oh my gosh. Hey, girlfriend.
hello. I usually use this mug on my show, but
Yes.
tonight, look what I got for you. I want to say congratulations.
Yes. Woohoo! Okay, I can't do that because I gotta really pop my bottle. So I'm gonna pop it during our interview, darling. So tell me. How? Okay, so let's just start. So Theresa, tell everybody where you are from because I know they're probably like, she is so Italian. Where is she from?
I'm originally from Queens.
Yeah, Queens in the building.
I grew up in Bayside, Queens, and that's where it all started. My mom put me in dancing school at 4 years old. I hit the stage tap dancing.
Nice. I tap. Girl, I love tap.
I love tap. I love making noise.
Look, did you have to tap on a wooden board too?
Yes.
Tap sister. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And okay, so Theresa, I just gotta know. You just gotta tell me, how'd you get into comedy? Because your comedy, girl, I love it. It gets me. And I don't like a lot of comedians, but I like you. I really do. I like watching your tapes. I get excited when you send me stuff. I'm like, I love it. Like, what is she about to say? Because
I appreciate that. It's a funny story, and I'll make it short and sweet. But it was one of my birthdays back in the early 90s, and my best friends, Betsy and Grace, gave me a birthday card, and it said, your birthday fantasy. So I'm thinking back then, like a night with Antonio Sabato Jr. back then. It was actually comedy classes to the Learning Annex in Manhattan. And it was I think it was a 5-week course. And at the 6th week, you had to perform at Stand Up New York. And they give me this and I'm like, I'm not doing this. And they're like, listen, we paid for it. You're going to do it. So I says, okay, I'll do it. I go. You had to write 5 minutes of material, which is not easy to do, even though it sounds like it's easy. And that night I go to Stand Up New York, and the teacher, Richard Mincer, says, all right, Theresa, you're going up first. And I'm going, wait a second. The more they drink, the funnier I am. I don't want to go up first. Who wants to go up first? So he said to me, well, you're the funniest one in your class. And I'm like, no. Does that mean everyone else sucks? Or am I really that funny? I'm like, what? So I went up and I had my family and my friends there supporting me. And, there's nothing like doing stuff live, as you know, in front of people. That's like, that's your biggest, self-gratification. And you get that, get it right then, right there.
Yeah, right there.
So, but, I've been acting also since a very, very, very young age as well, in school, community theater. And, now that my daughter's grown, it's my time. And I'm really, really, 100% committed to following my dreams, because as we all know, life is short, and I've come close to dying 5 times in my life. And, next month, March, will be 7 years that I had a brain tumor and I had brain surgery. So next month is 7 years, and I'm blessed. I am blessed. I'm loved, and I'm blessed.
Amen. You are loved. Yes. And so let's talk about that. Let's talk about your health and how that affected you. And because once you find out that you have health issues, that completely changes everything in your life. So how did that affect you as a wife and as a mom?
Well, first I want to say my mother tells me out of all her kids, I'm the only one who gives her gray hair.
I've heard that before.
It's scary. It's very scary. And I think with my faith and the love of my family and my friends, that's what helps me get through it. And I realized that toxic people need to go away. So what I did was I got rid of all the toxic people in my life, because toxic people cause stress, and stress shortens your life, and I want to live long. So That was the first thing I did. I got rid of a lot of toxic people in my life. Listen, I don't want to hear your drama. I got my own drama. Don't suck me into your drama. I don't need it. So I think that with my faith and with my family and my friends, really, you have to have a support system.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, God bless you. I'm so glad that you are here. You are amazing. You are an amazing person. I mean, if nobody realizes this, when I did your show last year, I actually came and I stayed at Theresa's house.
Yeah, we had a sleepover.
We had a whole sleepover.
It was so much fun.
And that was the first time I ever did anything like that. Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, it was just like, I don't know. It was like we just bonded, like you said. We had the vibe, and we knew each other. And I just wanted to come up to you and talk to you. You know how shy I am, you know. And I did, because God puts people in your path for certain reasons, and I'm glad He put you in mine.
Oh, thank you. Look, girl, vice versa. Because I mean, now let's just talk about your show, because. Now, how long have you been doing Tea Time?
I've been doing Tea Time. It's going on 4 years now.
Wow.
And I started at a little station, and then I went to Paradise Studios, Strong Island Television, with my friend Bobby Lacera, and I've been loving it ever since. And the show has just grown and grown and grown. And as you know, like your show, we're on Roku, we're on every podcast there is out there, and Bobby does a great job. He really does.
Now, your show actually comes on cable as well. Tell everybody when your show comes on.
Yeah, for people who live on Long Island, I'm on every Saturday at 11 a.m. on Channel 20 for people who get Optimum, which we're looking into getting onto Fios too, which is another network. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just excited that I'm able to say I'm on TV.
Right, you're on TV.
That's for my parents. I'm finally on TV. They're not that big. They live in Queens, so they don't get it. And right now they're snowbirds. They're in Florida, so they really don't get it. I mean, if they want to watch me, they could go to YouTube. Like any.
Right, you can always go to YouTube.
But it was great, because during COVID, the downside to COVID was everything, but the upside was that a lot of people in the entertainment industry weren't working, and I was able to get on guests that I probably wouldn't be able to get on, like oh my God, Butch Patrick, who played Eddie Munster, and Donnie Most from Happy Days, who played Ralph Mouth, and
Michael Madison. I had the biggest crush on him growing up. I literally, every time I saw him in a Quentin Tarantino film, I was like, I would love to marry him. He just has that dark hair and those eyes. I mean, you have interviewed, how many people have you interviewed? Because you've interviewed so many celebrities, girl, I've lost count.
I don't know. That's the crazy part. I mean, this past Monday, I had on a fantastic Valentine's show with Dave Revels, who is with the Persuasions and the Drifters, sang 3 original songs. I've got such great feedback. He actually called me tonight to thank me. I'm like, you're thanking me? I want to thank you again. I mean,
and that was amazing.
He's just a beautiful person in and out, really.
Oh my gosh. I mean, like seriously, you have had almost everybody on your show, from sports to actors to movies, directors, models. You've had everybody on your show.
Magicians. Yeah, I have. I had an MMA wrestler also on my show. Anyone who's in the entertainment industry and they have a very interesting story to tell. I just love meeting. I'm a people person. I love meeting new people.
You I love it.
Shirt. So
I
then
love your shirt. And you know what?
I wear this so I'm laughing. I said, I wear this till men have to stare at my chest. They can't avoid it.
Well, darling, I love the shirts. It's beautiful. Look, well, how do you think I got to think Mike on mine?
I am so digging it. I'm so digging it. I know that.
I love it. I'm so into it.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Okay, well, T, don't go anywhere, because I have some more questions for you. And we're going to talk about, I heard you did a love challenge, but we're going to talk about that when we come right back after this commercial break. We'll be right back with Behind the Vibes. The love.
So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God. 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
And we are back with Behind the Vibes with my girl Tea Time with Theresa. Okay, T, so let me ask you, Theresa, did you actually go to Coasters? Is the food and drinks really good there?
I took you to Coasters after my show.
Is that where we went to eat?
That's not where we went to eat. That's where we went after the show.
Oh, it had drinks.
To see the comics, remember? Because they do an open mic on a Monday night and anyone could come down and do comedy. It's really, really fun. It's cool. It's like a Cheers. Everyone knows each other. Yes. It's just a really cool place to hang out.
That was then I've been to Coasters. That was great. but truth be told, we had some good shots, so I didn't remember the name. I just remember the shots were great. And the bartender was amazing. I don't remember her name.
Jen is wonderful.
She was amazing and she was beautiful. So I absolutely adored that. So let's get into these because I talked and I keep telling everybody about your acting and you being a comedian. So Bobby, let's pull up these pictures. Theresa, tell me about this first pic from Bat Boy.
Okay, so I'm in a show called Bat Boy, A Yankee Miracle, and it's the true story of Ray Negron. And that's me. That's me in a darker wig. And I play Ray Negron's Aunt Olga. And in the first act of the play, it's a very traumatic and dramatic scene. I find my son shot dead. And I'm hysterical crying. And my girlfriend was in the audience and she said, I'm looking around. And people were actually crying. And I'm like, good, because I want their heart to break with mine. Right. And then in the second half, I come out as this blonde, ditzy blonde. Yeah, there I am. And I play the marshmallow salesman girlfriend who he punched out Billy Martin and got fired. And this, when I come out in the second half of the show, I leave everyone hysterical laughing. So at least I leave them laughing.
Oh my gosh. So in that one production, you had 2 roles.
I have 2 roles. And actually at one time I had 3 when I played the other woman. Because I did a stand-in and I played a third part. I was like Houdini that night between changing the wigs and changing the clothes. Houdini.
And you did your hair, you did your makeup.
Yeah. And then I think
like a triple threat.
And I think April 7th, if I'm not mistaken, I have to double check that date. We're supposed to be doing Bat Boy, A Yankee Miracle at the Yogi Berra Museum in New Jersey.
Girl, let me know. I will be there.
I will double check that date. But yeah, so I love doing it. Oh, and there I am. Oh my gosh. Okay, so to go from a blonde bombshell to an Italian grandmother with an accent all in one day.
Can you do her?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Angela. What do you want me to say? You got to come over for dinner one night. I'm making you lasagna that you're going to die. You're going to die if you eat my lasagna. And my meatballs, Maronna me, they're going to melt in your mouth.
I love it. Girl, I'm telling you, T, you should be on somebody's sitcom.
Hello.
Yes, we're going to speak that into existence, that Theresa is going to be on someone's sitcom. Well, it's put that into the universe.
Back in the 90s, my whole thing was I was trying to either get my own sitcom or end up on SNL. That was like my goal back then. But I actually am filming with the help of Bobby this week. I was supposed to go to North Carolina and I can't get down there. So I'm going to film up here with the help of him. And girl, I got a Southern accent.
Oh, you a Southern belle, honey.
I'm playing a news reporter with a Southern accent.
Oh my goodness, honey. Well, if you're just gonna be a Southern belle, we just might have to have a conversation. You know, I just came down from New Orleans, or sounds like New Orleans.
Love it.
I was in New Orleans, so you know.
New Orleans, and then in the end of this month, beginning of March, I got a TV series called Recipes of Love, and I get to use my New York accent.
How hard is that going to be?
Wow, that's going to make it a lot easier to say coffee instead of coffee.
Oh my gosh, really? Y'all say coffee? Like coffee?
We say, well, I don't know. I say coffee. I don't say coffee. Or you say
coffee?
Well, I say talk instead of talk. But I can, if I mentally listen to myself, I can totally get rid of the New York accent. I can. I just have to.
You know what? I think everyone has an accent. New York has one. Philly definitely has one. Philly, we have our own words. We have things like, we have a word called John. You know what a John is? Anything could be a John. You could be a John. You know, my candle could be a John. This pen is a John. So I think every place has their own accents. They have their own slang and own words. So you know, some people say water. Some people say water.
Right.
Water. I think it just depends on, but you know, we act. So we have to know how to switch our...
This is true. I could get rid of that accent. Don't worry. I could do an accent.
Now, I want to talk about this love challenge. Since Valentine's Day did just pass, Bobby, can we run the clip of Theresa in her love challenge, please?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Ro here. I have to vent. Okay, I'm on Facebook. I get this challenge, love challenge, to post 7 days, 7 pictures of me and my husband together. Really? Who the frig gives a shit? I gotta live with him. It's bad enough during this quarantine. Really? Give me a freaking break, mother me. I'm stuck here. Stuck with him. Stuck. I want to post pictures. Who wants to post? I don't want to see your freaking pictures. I don't want to see them. But you know what? Go ahead, post your pictures, your love challenge, okay? Years ago, I didn't even do chain letters, okay? Chain letters. So don't be sending me no love challenges, okay? All right? Ain't no love going on here during quarantine.
Ain't no love going on here in some quarantine. Theresa.
My girlfriend Grace sent me the love challenge, Facebook love challenge, to post 7 pictures, 7 days. And I'm thinking, how could I make this funny? Because, you know, me, funny. So I just went up in the attic, grabbed one of my wigs, decided to become Ro from the Bronx or Ro from Brooklyn, wherever she was from that day. And it just spewed out of me.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? I love that. I love that, because I mean, that just shows, but you're a comedian, so you to improv, y'all get into a rhythm and just go.
Well, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if you could still see my left eye is still funky because I had a sty and I went to the doctor, and then after the doctor, I got another one, so I had a double sty, and I looked like it's all swollen under here. I think I sent you the picture.
Yeah, it was like
what did I do? What I do? I said, I got to turn this negative into a positive and make it funny. So I got these boxing gloves from downstairs, and I'm like this, posing with the bad eye. Okay. And I put on Facebook the movie Bruised 2 with Halle Berry.
Yes.
And everybody's congratulating me. Oh my God, you're going to be in a movie. Oh my God, congratulations. And I was like laughing at every comment. And then finally my friend said, this is a joke, isn't it? And I go, I'm glad you got it right. Like, I'm glad someone finally got it. But oh my God, I kept wetting myself.
Everybody, I saw that post and everybody really went off and was like, oh my God, congratulations, Halle Berry, woo. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, they don't even know that girl just got a sty.
I had people DMing me, private messaging me. I am so thrilled for you. Oh my God, I hope to work with you one day. I was dying.
Amazing. That is, but see the power of social media? Like, that is the power of social media. That's why I said, girl,
I drink that. Wait,
yes, that's the power. Yes,
it's got bling. It's got bling like my shirt. Bling, 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 bling.
Bling, bling. I love it. All right, well, T, don't go anywhere, because speaking of the love challenge, when we come back, it's time for How You Loving with my girl, Jacinth. We'll be right back on Behind the Vibes. put my hood up because when I get like this, you know what time it is. It's time for How You Lovin'. Hey, Justin, and can we all, before we start our segment, can we all raise our glasses to my girl, Justin? Woo! Congratulations on 1 year of celebrating the love after my love. Woo! Congratulations! Just said, how does it feel? How does it feel that after you turned something that was your life and pain, you turn that into a teaching moment and you turn into a profitable teaching moment? So please just give us a little bit on how you feel with the love after being 1 year old, right after Valentine's Day.
So the book is came out in February of 2019, but I thought you meant the Love After How You Lovin' segment on Behind the Vibez is 1 year old.
That too.
It feels amazing. Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for including me in your vision. I really appreciate you, Angela, for having a Love After spinoff on How You Lovin' segment. Love After definitely changed my life. You know, for me, I had no intention of writing a book. I had, you want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. I had no intentions of being an author. But me turning my mess into a message and my pain into a purpose that then became, you know, my coins. It became prosperous. It opened up so many doors. You know, me writing this book, it was just me pretty much putting my heart to the pen. And I'm like, okay, God, if I can heal through what I'm going through right now, or, you know, my things I had to die to and die from, you know, my divorce and things that I went through as a teenager and as a child that I just held on to for so many years and decades, and, you know, carried the what do you call it? That soreness on your heart of unforgiveness. And my 30, I was just like, that was my turnaround time. That was my love after, my transformation, my rebirth of turning my pain into purpose. Look, if it didn't break you, even Theresa, she had a 5 near-death situation, and she's here. And that's, if you're still alive and you have air going in and out your lungs, blood flowing through your veins, that's God telling you your time is not done yet. You have yet to fulfill your purpose. Keep going. So my love after was for me to tell somebody else to keep going, keep pushing. There's love after any trauma, any past bad relationship, molestation, addiction, rape, whatever it is that you went through, there's love after that. So that's what love means. A lot of people might think love after is romantic love and talking about relationships. No, it's your self-birth. You're coming to a place of healing and rebirth and restoration, finding who you are, your purpose and your identity. So yeah, that's what love after represents. And I didn't know that me writing this book was going to take me across the globe. Jamaica, the UK, Canada, Cayman Island, Nigeria. I had no idea. Like, I had no idea. So it's just so crazy. When God gives you a vision, man, he'll make provisions. He'll open up doors that you can't even imagine or pray or think of. That was not even in my plans.
Well, so honey, like, you understood the assignment. That's why.
Yes.
So just let's get ready to dive into this love after How You Lovin' segment on your 1 year anniversary.
Yes.
About tonight, what are our topics? Because I know we have some topics.
Yes. So singer, I don't know if you guys listen to gospel, but singer Kiara Sheard, she's a gospel recording artist. She's also, I don't know if you guys know of the Clark sisters. They're a legendary gospel group of sisters. Well, however, Kiara Sheard said that she sends her guests to hotel rooms. She pays for them to go to a hotel before she lets them sleep at her house around her new husband. So there it is, gospel singer.
Look at Theresa laughing.
I wasn't worried about Angela and my boo.
Girl, see, look, this is why I said just then, this is a perfect topic, because Theresa and I just did this exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, for me, I mean, what do you guys think? Yay or nay? Is she doing too much? Or when you're in a relationship, you have to be more discerning. You have to operate as, you know, when you're single is yeah, girl, come over, whatever, let's turn up. And when you're now married, do you feel like you have to be a little bit more private, a little bit more secluded, be more protective of your union? So what are you guys' mindset? Because I know it depends on your upbringing, it depends on your culture, it depends on, you know, your background and your experiences.
Well, I'm gonna raise my hand because I'm gonna go first. That's why I took my hat off. Okay, so I'm gonna have to tell sis girl, get some new friends, because if ever when my girlfriends come out of town and I'm a gospel singer, got all this buku money, and I got multiple rooms in my house, you gonna send me to a hotel room because you insecure? That should not be your friend. They should not be coming to your home, because any of these ladies on this panel can sleep in my house day, night, on a lunch break, whenever you want. So I think she just needs some new friends. I think that's just absolutely ridiculous, and she better not sit there and try to use the Bible to justify that. No, ma'am. Okay.
So what about while we're still on you, Angela? What about what about the other perspective of being more protective of your union and not letting every and anybody in your man's face? Do you think that's like when you're single versus married? What is the difference in how you move then?
Well, being divorced and learning that I married the wrong person. The next person I marry is gonna be my best friend, so we ain't gonna have those problems.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
next.
that's what I said. Next. Go ahead.
I think, look, it all comes down to trust.
Yeah.
It all comes down to trust. If you do not have trust in a marriage, there is no marriage.
Hello.
Okay. I know. Look, I'm a performer. My husband is a singer. When he would go out, all these drunk girls would be all over him and try to go home with him. But I know he's coming home with me. So I would just laugh and be like, go ahead, take your picture, do what you want to do, because I know he's coming home with me. Right? You could bet he gets it. I mean, look, it's trust. It's trust. Nobody's going to stay at the hotel or motel before they come to my house. It's just not happening. Okay.
Right.
It's not. No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Betty?
I completely agree with everything that you and Theresa said. Like, it's all about trust and it's about friends. You know what? It's also about a little bit of self-confidence, lady. Like, she is
right. Did Betty freeze? Mac, we gonna have to see what you think, Mac.
No, I was definitely gonna.
Did she come back?
Yeah, I think she's frozen. But I was gonna say exactly what she was saying. I feel like she needs to evaluate herself and her insecurities. And like there's no reason why she should be setting up. Like, she has to analyze her relationship. Is she with the right person? Do she have the right group of friends? Like, it sounds like something she needs to.
Or maybe there was an issue in the marriage prior.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Mr. Hubby might have already did this before, and she's just trying to avoid another repeat.
Right? She's trying to keep a tight rein, and there has to be a reason.
I know they're newlyweds. They're newlyweds.
Well, then that's a friendship issue and a self-confidence issue.
I would also say too, be more discerning. I think discerning and wisdom is everything, because not everybody there say, "Hey, girl, hey, I love you." Oh yeah, girl, come over, come on, because to be transparent, I've been on both ends where a close loved one, female, have with a past partner of mine. So I've been burnt both times. So I do understand being discerning and making sure you really vet the people in your circle and in your life. And also your partner should be your best friend. If you can't trust your man around a bunch of women, and he can't go out with his bros and be around, whoever, and you can't lay down and go to sleep at night knowing that he's not gonna do you dirty. That's not the partner you need to be with. And if you got girlfriends that you can't be like, girl, come over, I'm not there yet, but he'll let you in. Just wait around and I'll be there shortly. If I can't say that to you, and no, you're not supposed to know. You're not a friend.
Look, you're not part of the tribe.
Yeah, so
Angela.
women have to definitely be more discerning in your vetting process and who you call friends and who you decide to share life with. Don't be so desperate to just be with somebody for the sake of just being booed up. Hello, month of love. A lot of people are just being with people just to be with people because you're lonely. I get it.
The holidays.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Betty, what you gonna say, honey?
We were just talking about this the other day when I told you that Russell went out with his friends and that really attractive woman walked by. And he said, wow, she looks really beautiful. And his friends were like, you're married. And he said, my wife would have hyped her up before me. See, here's the thing, is that when Russell and I go somewhere and like a woman or a man walk by and they look good, either one of us, whoever sees them first, will be like, did you see them? They look so good. And there's never been any room for any insecurity or jealousy in our lives. Man, we'll go out and the woman will be like, hi to Russell. And I'll just be like, she wants to dance with you. You should dance with her. You should go. And he'll be like, and I'll be like, please go dance.
Go dance. Go have fun. Because at the end of the day, like Theresa said, you're coming home with me.
Exactly.
And the chicks in the past and the men in the past that have messed with me in the way that Jacinth's talking about, as far as I'm concerned, that happened for me and not to me, because the Lord showed me who those people were and he got them out of my way.
And you never trust a man or a woman who would sleep with your family members or your friends or flirt with them, because I mean, it's just not trustworthy.
Quick bye, and then
I've been in that situation.
From you, free of them.
Yeah, and look, I have been in that situation where at one point in my life, my best friend was sleeping with my boyfriend when I was young. And then when I found out about it, I had the audacity to tell me like, well, he was gonna break up with you. That's when I beat the bricks off her. But on another note, I was 19. I will say that. But that kind of hurt and pain, if you don't heal from it, you take it on to your next relationship. And that's something that I chose not to do. And that's why I don't deal with people like her or him anymore. But okay, we are running down with some time, but let's get into our next topic real quick. So we're gonna go through is it okay for let's go. Is it okay for your spouse or significant other to like your ex's pictures or like X-rated pictures? So we got about 4 minutes, you guys. Let's go real quick.
Let's do it.
Ex's or X-rated? Pick one. Jacinth, go.
Why I gotta be first?
It's your segment. How you living? Go.
No, definitely not no X-rated pictures. Like if I'm over here scrolling and I see my partner liking booty popping thought pictures, it's like you can look without touching. Like you have to understand, social media now is like saying hey in the club, because we don't go out anymore. We're not able to socialize due to the pandemic. Everything is virtual. So when you like something, it's you saying hey.
Right.
When you comment, it's you saying how you doing. You starting a whole conversation. Like that's the transition of what. Like you're not meeting nobody in Trader Joe's anymore, right? You're not meeting no one in the supermarket, because everyone got on masks. Everybody's on a go. Everybody's doing Instacart.
Best time.
So everyone is
okay. Jacinth, that's your time. Matt, go. Okay. X's or X-rated?
No, I totally agree with what Jacinth said. I feel like I feel like at the end of the day, it's like that's the new pope. So you can be over here like liking X-rated photos or stuff like that. I totally agree with that.
Okay, cool. Theresa, real quick, X's or X-rated?
I don't need to see no X-rated pictures of no X's from nobody.
Cool. Betty, X's or X-rated?
I don't really care. I don't care if there's X-rated pictures. I don't care if he's looking at it. I do not care. I really just don't. I don't. You know what? Okay. As long as I'm getting mine and I have a happy marriage and I'm getting what I need, if you know what I'm saying. Right. Look at pictures all day long. Now,
if he put like a heart eyes under some OnlyFans video vixen booty popping picture on Instagram, you don't care.
Okay.
What's he gonna do? Message him? I think honestly, they're gonna be like, "Oh yes, father of 4. Please take me.
Well, no, look. So look, good point, Betty, because here's the reality of it. I bet that
Fantasy
all those
viewing.
booty popping girls, if your man actually jumps in somebody's DM, they gonna ask them where the bag at. So do you really think that your man or your husband has the clout to actually pull that? Because I had a conversation with my friend and I told him, I said, you can like all the big booty girls you want. Actually, we have a conversation because I'm like, I said, well, show me what kind of booties you like. And all the booties he was like, and I said, well, that's all surgery. I said, it's not even real. So be careful of, deflatation. It's not even real.
Yeah, I feel like
I got a big booty and I got pictures on my Instagram and people like those.
Because
Russell has to deal with that.
Most guys couldn't pull these girls that they like on Instagram. They really couldn't.
There's never been a man ever hit me up in one of my DMs that I've been like, oh yes, please, sir, I want to meet you. Not a one, especially if they're sending a dick pic. I mean, body positivity, but dude.
I'd be more upset with the exes because I feel like if it's your ex for a reason. And so why are you still entertaining them? So to me, I would pick the ex, not the X-rated.
Yeah, I feel like it also depends on like commenting in the DMs versus like what's going on comment section itself. But I totally agree. Like if it's your ex or someone you dealt with in the past, then like why are you still entertaining that?
Exactly. Why are you entertaining
That's a line. I think.
Yeah, why are you entertaining it? Like
and you've already been there, and you know they've been there.
All right, you guys. Well, how did you enjoy that? How you loving? Because I'm gonna wrap this up. Huh? Yeah.
I just want to thank y'all for having me on tonight because I had and I said
thank you. And Theresa, how long have you been married?
Oh, it'll be I'm married 14 years. It'll be 15 in June.
Oh,
nice. Congratulations.
So you guys listen to Theresa. She has experience.
She's
I'm on my second.
You have experience.
Yeah.
I do.
Look, actually, we'll all be on our second. Jacinth, Betty's on her second. So, yeah, sometimes the second time does work. The vibe does work on the second time around. Sometimes.
Hello.
The first time teaches you what you don't want, and the second time teaches you what you are going to tolerate.
Absolutely.
Oh, I like that. That's good. You need to write a book, girl.
Look, you should write that one down.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll write a book with Jacinth.
That's right.
Write a book together.
I was telling Betty we need to write a book from Behind the Vibes.
Yeah.
That's right. This show is a whole vibe. Well, Theresa, thank you so much for coming on the show. You were absolutely amazing and funny as always.
I love all of you.
Yes, and you definitely got to come back, honey. So thank you. Oh, and Theresa, real quick, drop your social media so people can follow you and follow everything that you do, and when you can perform.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks so much.
All right, Mr. Mac, it was good seeing you. Mac, our neighborhood hope dealer. Thank you so much. And let's follow that story. And I can't wait to see what you come back with next month.
No problem.
Thanks, Mac. And thank you to our super producer, Ms. Betty. Betty, can you drop the email? So if anybody wants to get booked on the show, she's the person that you have to go through. I know people like to call me and book through me, but that is not my job.
It's super simple. Betty Behind the Vibes with Betty with a Y, Behind the Vibes @gmail.com.
Easy breezy. Thank you. And I'm going to wrap up and close out the show, but Jacinth is actually going to close out the show because she's going to read a passage from her Love After book. So thank you guys so much. Join us next month for Women's Month, where we're going to have a jam-packed show. You guys don't want to miss this. We have some amazing guests coming up next month. So without further ado, thank you guys for hanging out with us Tuesday with Behind the Vibes. Jacinth, close out our show, beautiful. And everybody raise a glass to her. Congratulations. It's a year, boo. We love you. So love after. Bye, you guys. Go ahead, Jacinth.
Thank you. Yeah, so because this month is the month of love, I wanted to read a short segment of my chapter called Time to Maximize My Singleness. Because a lot of people feel that there's no power in being single, and a lot of people feel as though being married is more superior. So time to maximize my singleness goes. Being single is just as important and powerful as being married. There's power in both lifestyles. Being single is not a negative or a punishment for not being married. I was able to become more confident and find my purpose while being single. I had to accept that being single does not mean that I feel lonely or lonesome. We all think the ultimate goal is to one day marry your life partner, yes. However, it's wrong to worship marriage and or feel so desperate to be married that you lose yourself and fail to fulfill your wholeness by first finding your true self as a single person. You have to find love within yourself first. You can't love anybody else if you don't love yourself. Throw away the timeline for marriage. Stop putting that expectations on people and that burden on yourself, first and foremost. You'll only feel frustrated. Date yourself first and learn to love yourself by focusing on your positive qualities. Deepen your connection with God and build a healthy relationship with Him first. That's the first relationship you have to get right first before everything else can fall in alignment. Being single opened my eyes and gave me the opportunity to see God at His best. If I was still married, I would have just thought my breakthrough came from God by blessing the marriage. However, when I felt God bless little old me despite my shortcoming, I was able to see Him at His best and keeping His promises. Also, I began to solely rely on Him. For the first time in my life, I wasn't relying on a partner, my mother, my grandmother, my friends, validation from anybody else. I was solely relying on God.
Amen, honey.
So
Yes.
I can keep going, but I think we're running out of time. So in closing, happy Valentine's Day. I love you all. Whoever's watching, I'm your girl, Jacinth, your sister friend. And I'm not saying I love you because it's just, oh, she's just throwing it out there. No, a lot of people need to hear that. I love you. You matter. You're special. You're important. And you are enough. You hear me? You are enough. Don't wait on anyone else to say, I love you and you're beautiful to feel that. You got to feel that thing within yourself. Okay. We love you guys. Know that you are validated through yourself and you are loved and appreciated. Behind the vibes.
Good night.